What's happening, guys? Thanks for tuning back by to the channel today, right here with the Therustbeltmechanic. So today we are going to be stopping by a buddy of mine's house who is a master electrician. I know you guys have wanted to be seeing some newer, different toolbox style tours, so we're going to get you guys something a little bit different today. We're going to go for a tool van tour for a master electrician, see what he's got going on in his van. He does all kinds of professional jobs, big sites, big cities, so we're going to see what he's got going on in his work van. So I know this is a little bit different of a video for you guys, but I decided I wanted to throw this one together because there are a lot of electricians who watch the channel. They like to see cool, nifty tools, as they would say. So we're gonna check in with Andy here and see what kind of cool tools and everything he runs in his work van every day. See what you guys can think about this one. So Andy, let's just give a little bit of insight to what you do. How long have you been in the business as being an electrician?
So we do mostly commercial, industrial work, and I started a little over 19 years ago.
Yeah, you've been into it a long time, a lot longer than I've even been a mechanic. So yeah. What kind of certifications do you have, or what kind have you been through in your career?
So I went through a 5-year apprenticeship, and that gives me a journeyman wireman card. In the state of Ohio, it requires no additional certification.
Gotcha. Cool. So let's get into the good old meat and potatoes here and let's check out some tools.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into some of these cool goodies here for you. Let's go start into some of these bags here. And these are your, I'd imagine, most used since they're right here on the edge.
Sure, because, you know, we're mobile. I'm in and out of multiple places a day. So, you know, this bag here is something I take with me everywhere I go. And then I kind of pick and choose from there. You know, I got a cart in the back that we kind of load up and taking it out of places, just because it varies what we need. Cool. So things you know, we'll have in here, tie wrap gun, you know, gloves, tape measure, you know, a couple pair of channel locks, side cutters, screwdrivers, strippers, level, drywall saw.
What's your favorite pliers that you own?
Favorite pliers, so most used are these right here, Channel Lock brand locking pliers.
About 15 years old?
Probably. There's some miles on them, that's for sure.
Heck yeah. Sweet. Ooh, I see a really fancy meter there too.
Yep, for sure. You know, Fluke is probably the most used brand meter that you'll see from electricians. Just a 376 true RMS clamp meter, and this has the additional rope CT that you can plug in the bottom. We can put it into a piece of switchgear, close it up, turn it on to keep us safe.
There we go. And I see a lot of the red tool gang hanging out back here.
Yep.
So have you always worked with Milwaukee a lot of the times for the power tools that you use?
Yeah, we have. Even before they switched to the new line, the old NACAD stuff is what we had, but their product line is so large that, you know, we can use the same batteries for everything. It really helps.
Sweet. So what kind of a lineup do you guys got going on here?
So, I get it open.
Now, that's a cable cutter right there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I have the old school cable cutter here. I haven't got rid of it yet. Well,
are you one of those guys you can't bring yourself to get rid of old tools? Well, you know, as long as they still work.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Sweet. I love these things.
You know, they make your life pretty easy. Matter of fact.
Oh, we're gonna cut some.
Got a scrap piece of cable here.
like butter.
Yep.
That is freaking awesome. Makes your day a whole lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. So the, you know, tried and true, just, you know, Milwaukee has different lines of tools, although this is a fuel version. As you can assume, we're pretty tough on them.
Yeah, I can see you guys use your tools for the harshness of it. Do you guys ever have a lot of warranty claims on these?
You know, our company's pretty large, probably 250 people, so we have a group of people in our shop that handle all that. You know, I don't always have this much stuff, and sometimes I have more. If we need something, we get it from them. If something breaks, we take it back, and they take care of it.
Nice. Now, this looks like a big some gun.
Yeah, that it is.
Holy
so
crap.
This is a battery crimp tool. You know, when we make our large connections, a lot of the times it's not just a mechanical connection, just like these here. You know, this tool crimps these in.
Crimps?
Yep, sure will.
Now that's one heck of a tool. How much do you think that thing costs?
This is about $4,000, and then the die set for it's another $1,000.
Man, now that's a tool. I've not used Makita tools very often, but when you're into this high of quality and this big heavy duty tools, there's not a whole lot of other ones around that are really doing what you need to have done. So what are these?
So these are the dies for the crimper, and you know, I'm not sure how large cables get used on a car, but
we use maybe aught, that at most 0.
So here's a number 1, and here's 1/0. So aught would be directly in between these two. And we go all the way up to 750 MCM here. So you want to talk about...
There's some big cables in there. That's like 2-inch diameter.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No wonder these things cost so much.
Yep. So not necessarily a tool, maybe more protection. You know, when we de-energize stuff and need to get in and verify voltage, you know, we got to put on our arc flash suit.
These are all your certified gear and everything, so you guys are safe in that aspect.
These get tested.
How often do you have them tested?
Yearly. Yep.
Yeah, I know for our hybrid vehicles, we have to have linemen's rubberies gloves, like that tested. How about that?
Yep.
M18 bandsaw to it, huh?
Yep, just like anything else. I mean, it sure beats dragging a cord around, and you know, with cords getting cut on a construction site and things, this is just a lot safer and simpler for us.
That looks like it's been well used.
Yep.
Cool.
So back here we got a 18-volt Milwaukee vacuum, sawzall, hammer drill with a vacuum attachment, and then that's a knockout set. So trade size knockouts.
Nice. Now this is your go bag of hand tools and such.
Sure. Just like here, so I got a full socket set here, all standard, because 95% of the stuff we do is all standard, no metric.
Really?
Yep.
Of all the other things here in the U.S. that have gone to metric,
yep,
electrician stuff is still standard.
Yep, still standard. Huh. This is just your old tried and true Craftsman socket set.
Made in USA Craftsman.
That's it.
Heck yeah.
And you know, I've had this for a long time. It's holding up pretty good.
Sweet.
So same thing here, just got a lot of you know, different nut drivers. These are all magnetic on the inside, all Klein. Klein's a big brand for electricians, I guess. You know, it's what my dad used, that's what I've used, and
I have noticed that Klein is a pretty big, well-known brand when it comes to electricians' tools.
It sure is.
They kind of cross over into some things that you could use in the automotive sector, but a lot of them are for really like higher-end electricians.
Yep, absolutely. And if I can get it out. Yeah. Like I said, portability is key, so sure, I'd love to have all this laid out, but
sometimes you don't get that luxury.
Yeah. So gear wrench straight on.
Ratchet wrenches from Gear Wrench. Nice. Got you some saws in there, some nice bits.
Yep.
A little bit of everything, so it's all there on the go. Stuffed. Hopefully you don't have to carry that around too much.
No, that's why I said I just pick and choose out of this one, that's for sure. You know, I think there's not much else in here. Do have quite the assortment of small screwdrivers. I do like these. I don't know if...
Yeah? Okay, so we'll get kind of a background here so we can see what that is. And my buddy, Junk from work, he swears by this brand. They are pretty nice. Made in Germany. Yep. They're super nice, really high-end ones. I might have to try out some of their tool line.
Yeah, matter of fact, I have one in my other bag that I use all the time. And I've used it for more than just a screwdriver, that's for sure.
What? We don't use those as pocket pry bars or anything?
Right.
Never.
Absolutely.
Now we'll go back into kind of his little den of accessories and parts and everything back here. What we got going on in the top ring here?
So there's just various connectors, just material, hardware, and like I said, everything's standard. So, you know, we're 1/4 20, 3/8 16, 1/2 inch sometimes on our bigger connections, but just various pieces and parts, you know, some of our most used stuff.
Bolts, attaching hardware, you got some brackets in here. Now that Dottie, is that one of the best brands you like using, or?
It's just the, you know, whatever's most convenient for us. The supply house we use, that's what they carry, so.
Gotcha. Specialty connectors in here. Got your ladder, your roll cart. That's a pretty nice little roll cart.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Looks like it's had some miles on it too. That's pretty awesome. And of course, everybody's got to have a 5-gallon bucket. Something for the foreman to sit on, right?
That's a harness, actually.
Oh, that's your harness.
Yeah,
I thought that was your brake stool.
Well, it doubles, you know, kind of like my small screwdriver. It's got more than one use.
That's awesome. This is a pretty nice, well set up van, I would have to say. It makes everything is pretty easy to get to in here. You know, once you get that ladder and that cart out, everything is pretty simple to get into, very well laid out. You know, you guys haven't really missed a whole lot of everything. Safety equipment and gear is all here. You got your stubby sitting right here on the edge, your quick draw. Everybody needs that stubby at the quick draw, especially us as mechanics. The mechanics, we definitely need that. We've got some bungee straps here at the ready to go. Ladder rack. Got you quite a few ladders there. That is a pretty nice setup, if I would have to say so myself. So Andy, here in kind of going through your stuff, we appreciate you showing us everything today.
Sure.
Now, if there was any kind of tools that you would love to see upgraded in your van, what would you like to see upgraded on your set that you have now?
You know, everything I got's pretty decent. One thing I would love to have versus my Greenlee knockout set would be a Milwaukee set. They make one that's battery.
Yeah.
But you know, it's pretty pricey. It's that set, the Greenlee set right there, is probably $1,500, let alone, you know, getting a power one.
Now we're feeling the price.
Yeah. Or I need to upgrade my torque wrench. I got an old twist style torque wrench. I think that's next on the list. You know, those
Might be
bigger
seeing one of
connections
those,
and stuff.
those new Milwaukee torque wrenches.
Yeah.
Maybe. That'd be kind of neat to see. I know as electricians, that's what the new Milwaukee powered M12 line of torque wrenches kind of focus for. Not so much mechanics, because we kind of tend to torque things a whole lot more. For you guys, I mean, what's the max torque that you guys go to?
The torque wrench I have now goes up to 100 foot-pounds, and we don't even get close to that. So
yeah, so it's not anything like what we're seeing. I mean, there's some things that I work on with these Ram 5500s. We're putting the pinion nuts onto 250 foot-pounds, so
Sure.
We got some big stuff going there, so hopefully we'll be seeing a couple more automotive mechanics things when it comes to those Milwaukee torque wrenches, but that would be pretty sweet to see for you on there. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet little van you guys got going on here. Makes it pretty nice and easy to get your job done.
It does for sure.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you stopping by for us today to be able to check this out. Hopefully the viewers who are watching this have been able to take this and see what kind of things that you guys like as seeing for a master electrician here on the channel. I know it's something a little bit different, but it's something cool that I think is really neat to be able to check out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the bell notification to get notified when I come out with cool, awesome videos just like this one for you to enjoy. Thanks, and as always, you guys stay awesome.